Hi, Barbie!
Hi, Ken!
Are you also excited to see the outfits of the new Barbie movie?
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Arsenia Creates. If you're new on this channel, I am Gracie, and on this video we are going to recreate one of the outfits on the new Barbie movie. When I saw the trailer of the new Barbie movie and I saw one of the outfits there, the pink Gingham vintage style dress, I fell in love with it. So I went to my stash and researched how can I make one of those dresses. And luckily, I have a few of Gertie's vintage style dresses sewing pattern collections. So I've decided that for the bodies, I have used the Simplicity S9297, and for the box skirt I have used the S9294. But before we start, please don't forget to click the like button if you like this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to click subscribe for more crafting and sewing.
For the materials, we will use a baby pink Gingham woven fabric, a matching lining fabric, but this is only optional because the fabric I am using is quite thin, a sew-in or fusible interfacing, a 14-inch long matching zipper, a round pearl buckle, hook and eye, a matching thread, the Simplicity S9297 sewing pattern for our bodies, and the Simplicity S9294 sewing pattern for the box skirt. For our bodies, we will be using the pattern from Simplicity S9297 version A. As you can see, it is a heart-shaped neckline, so we will need to make some adjustments upon tracing it. Once you figured what size you want, you can either cut your pattern or trace it. I usually trace my pattern using a tracing paper, and I already have a traced pattern here on size 14. As you can see that I still follow the lines for the armhole until the point for the strap area. I still follow the line until before the triangle or the notch area. And from there, instead of following it to the folded edge, I made it rounder by ending the corner a bit higher than it's supposed to be. So instead of ending this corner on the size 14, I made it rounder and ended it on the size 20. Basically, it will still be all up to your judgment how deep you want your neckline to be, but you will just have to make sure that it has to turn out as a boat neckline and not heart-shaped. You also have an option to make the neckline wider than what's on the sewing pattern to make it more similar to the dress on the Barbie movie. So we have a sew-in interfacing here that we will pin on the wrong side of the bodice front. Just make sure that your interfacing is also adjusted on the shape of the neckline. Using the longest stitch of your machine, baste the interfacing to your bodice. Now I know that the instructions said to trim first, then baste, but I usually do the other way around, so it's up to you which you want to do first. Pin the darts in the bodice front matching the small circles. Then stitch starting from the bottom edge. Now press the darts toward the center. Similar to the previous steps, pin and stitch the darts in bodice back. Then press toward the center. Pin back interfacing to wrong side of the bodice back, then baste. Pin the back sections to the bodice front, then stitch at the sides. For the shoulder straps of our dress, we will need 4 pieces of the straps instead of just 2. Get one of the strips, and with the right sides together, fold it lengthwise and stitch the long edge. Then trim. Turn the straps right side out, and to do this I am using a straw and a barbecue stick to make it easier for me to turn it. Now press. On the outside, pin straps to upper edge of the bodice front and bodice back, matching the symbols. Then baste. Using a 5/8 inch or 1.5 centimeter seam allowance, stitch skirt back sections together at center back, leaving open above large circle. With right sides together, pin one section of the pocket to the side of the skirt back. Then stitch using a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Do this on the other side too. Press seams toward the pockets. Stitch the remaining pocket sections to each side edge of the skirt front in a 1/4 of an inch or 6 millimeters seam allowance. Then press seams toward pockets. With right sides together, pin together the front and back sections of the skirt. Stitch with 5/8 inch or 1.5 centimeter seam allowance while leaving open between the large circles. Using 5/8 inch or 1.5 centimeter seam allowance, stitch pocket edges together at side seams. Clip the back seam allowances below pockets. Basically, the clip on the back seam allowance is for the finishing edges, but if you are going to use an overlocker or serger, I think this is not necessary. Turn the pockets toward the front along seam lines, then press. To make pleats on the upper edge of the skirt, go on the right side of the fabric, follow the line to make creases, and fold it following the arrows to the large circle, then pin. and then baste. Baste across upper edges, keeping the pockets free. Turn the pockets toward the front, then baste across upper edges too. To add a skirt lining, cut 2 sections of a half circle skirt. Then stitch together at the sides, leaving 6.5 inches opening on one side from the top edge to give way for the zipper. Attach the lining inside the skirt and baste. Open out bodice lining, and with right sides together, pin skirt to bodice, matching centers, stitch and trim. Now press seam towards bodice. For the bodice lining, we will follow the same steps for the darts of the front bodice. You will have to stitch the darts in the bodice front lining, then press toward the center. Now stitch the darts in bodice back lining and press toward center. Stitch bodice back lining sections to bodice front lining at the sides. To finish edge, if you're not going to use an overlocker or serger, trim the seams, then open and give it a good press. By doing this, your dress will look neat in the inside. Using a 5/8 inch or 1.5 centimeters hem allowance, turn in seam allowance on the lower edge of the lining and then press. With the right sides together, pin lining to bodice. And using 5/8 inch or 1.5 centimeter seam allowance, stitch upper edge, pivoting on the strap areas, and then trim. Understitch lining as far as possible. Turn the lining to inside and then press. Turn in half an inch or 1.3 centimeters on the right back opening edge and then press. Turn in left back opening edge along seam line and then press. Before I start with the zipper, I will remove the basting on this area first. Place the closed zipper facing up under the right back edge, placing zipper stop at large circle and opening edge close to the teeth. By using a zipper foot, baste close to the edge and stitch. Lap the left back opening edge over the right back edge, matching seam lines. Baste in place, breaking stitching at waistline seam. Pivoting 1/4 of an inch or 6 millimeters below the large circle. Then stitch. Turn the bodice lining down, turning in seam allowance at lower edge, then press. Turn in back opening edges to clear zipper teeth and press. Slip stitch lining to zipper tape and lower pressed edge over the seam. Sew the hook and eye to the back opening edges above the zipper. Make a 5/8 inch or 1.5 centimeters narrow hem at lower edge. If you want to know more about how to make a narrow hem, I made a separate video about it, and you can find the link on the description box below. For the belt, cut 2 strips of fabric and a feasible interfacing with your desired width and length. And with right sides together, stitch along the edges and leave an opening on one of the short edges. Trim the edges and turn the right side out, and press. Sew the raw edge around the belt buckle.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope if you're looking for ways of how to recreate that dress, this video is helpful for you. It's just so cute and it's so easy to make. If you like this video, please don't forget to click the thumbs up button so I can make more videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so we can have more crafting and sewing here on Arsenia Creates. See ya!